You are a fucking loser. You don't do anything else with your life besides waking up and playing video games first thing in the morning, hopping on Minecraft and just playing fucking Bed Wars for 12 hours straight. I was in the same position as you a couple years ago. However, through a lot of work and determination, I was able to get in shape, improve my mental health, and just overall feel a whole lot better. And hopefully by the end of this video, I can smack some sense into you to change your life for the better. Now, before we continue, my name is Danny and I help out people with losing weight, getting in shape through MMA training at home. Right now, I'm running a program where I will help you lose 20 pounds in the span of 3 months. If you want to lose weight right now, join my Discord. Link is in the description below, and make sure you DM me and we can start working together. Just make sure you hurry up because there's only a limited amount of spots. I'd say for the first 15 years of my life, I did absolutely nothing. I grew up as an introvert and not really wanting to talk to anyone. You know, I think I had some type of trauma back when I was a kid in kindergarten, because back then I used to get left out a lot. Like, I had absolutely no friends in kindergarten. All the other kids were into baseball and football and lacrosse, and I wasn't really into sports in general. I come from immigrants, right? So I'm a first-gen American, and I mean, I didn't have my dad to really like talk to me about sports. I mean, my dad got like shot in his leg when he was 9 years old, and you know, hasn't been able to do any type of physical activity. I know this has gotten a little bit deep, but that kind of explains why growing up, I wasn't really into sports, and instead of sports, I was into video games. And so it kind of just made me the odd one out. It made me kind of like the weird kid because no one else was a gamer. I mean, this isn't like how it is now with everyone and how everyone is a gamer. No, back then, like, being a gamer was, seen as a bad thing. I just felt isolated. I felt as if there was just something wrong with me. I just felt like an outcast. And so every single day before school, I would just hop on my Wii and my PS2, and I think my DS as well. Yeah, it was the Wii, the PS2, and the DS that I would hop on and just game. And for me at the time, video games was an escape from the real world, just like with a lot of you guys. Because in elementary school, I was just seen as a weirdo, as a freak, and I just wanted to escape that. I wanted to escape those just negative feelings that I would have in school. And these early experiences pretty much set up my life for the next 10 to 15 years. Things started to change for me when I was 15 years old. I was a freshman in high school and I started to wrestle. I was part of the wrestling team, and that's where I've actually started my whole like martial arts career. Wrestling was the first martial art that I've ever done. And I'd say for the next 4 years, between the age of 15 to 19, I've had a lot of ups and downs. There were times where I felt really great. So for example, sophomore year of high school, I was lifting weights, I was hanging out with more people, I was able to make some more friends. I actually had a friend group for the first time ever, which was like crazy to me at the time. I just felt really good. I felt confident, I felt great about myself. And then quarantine hit, and I was back to the same old habits of just playing video games all day, jacking off. I'm just gonna be real, man. Like, fucking quarantine was, quarantine was a time to coom. And I gained a bit of weight during quarantine, but then I ended up losing weight, and then I ended up gaining weight and losing weight. So there's been a lot of ups and downs. And when I was 19, I was like really in the bottom of the barrel. I just graduated high school. All my friends are about to leave me. I've, just started to gain weight. I've just started to feel like depressed again. I don't have wrestling to work towards, which was something with high school that, I had wrestling to really work towards, but I didn't have that anymore. And I just went back to the same old habits of playing video games all day. However, things would slowly start to change. I think during this time I realized that, well, again, I didn't have wrestling to work towards, and I think that's what kept me in check. And that's what kept me, doing all the good habits. So I joined a kickboxing gym close by, and I won't lie, this wasn't really much of a change. I was coming in like 1 to 2 days a week, but I just fucking hated it. I was just kind of forcing myself to go. But there was one day in my bedroom scrolling on shorts where I just had this huge realization. The only way I'm truly going to feel better is if I get myself onto good habits. All the bad habits I had, like playing video games all the time, staying in my room, not getting sunlight, not socializing with other people, were really impacting me. And so in the summer of 2023, I made a couple changes. I started to go to kickboxing 4 to 5 days a week. I started to go outside more. I actually started to work more hours at my job so that I could just stay outside as much as possible and make some money. That summer, thinking back to it, does make me a little bit emotional. I started up this YouTube channel, which was another thing to work towards and keep myself busy. There was this girl I was seeing the whole summer. I just felt amazing. Finally, at the age of 19 years old, I felt like I was doing at least something right with my life. And fast forward 2 years later, and you know, I'm training at a different gym now, more of an MMA gym, and I'm training 5 to 6 days a week. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, like, this isn't a Cinderella movie. I still have a lot of ups and downs, but I can definitely say I'm in a way better place than I was a couple years ago. What led me to feeling better was just doing good habits. I think the biggest thing that I did was definitely training 5 to 6 days a week. If you want to feel better for the first time, if you want to feel like pure happiness for the first time, the first thing you need to do is implement good habits. And one of the best habits you can do right now is just to work out every single day. I'm not going to tell you to do what I did and join an MMA gym, because everyone, you know, has their own situation. There may be reasons why you may not want to go. However, there are some MMA workouts that you can do at home that I think would really help you out with your goals. In the description below, there's a link to this PDF of an MMA workout that I created just for you guys. It's completely free. And what I want you to do is do this workout almost every single day. And not only will you get into a physically good shape, but your mind will feel a lot better too. And again, if you want to lose more than 20 pounds in the span of 2 to 3 months, join my Discord in the description below, and I'll help you get to the steps that I took to get in shape and feel the best that I have in years. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments below what type of videos you want next. And remember, my boys, stay active, stay busy, and most of all, stay hungry.